What are you thinking when you say you want to be a landscape photographer? You think about spectacular trips, spectacular photos, fame on social media networks, money or easy money. Let me tell you the cold truth of being a landscape photographer. Hey everyone, my name is Toma, Phototom here on YouTube, and this channel is all about landscape photography. So if you're interested in this topic, make sure to subscribe. You can also learn more about landscape photography if you buy my landscape photography ebook. And this ebook is for you if you're struggling to find interesting subjects. What are the criteria that you use to choose subjects in landscape photography? What are the composition rules? How to apply those composition rules? And I'm also presenting to you 50 case studies where I show you how do I apply all the principles and how I'm thinking of gear and my editing thoughts and my editing techniques. So if you're interested, the link is in the description of this video. Check it out. Now, in this video, I decided to share with you something that it's not very pleasant to say, but landscape photography, it's not for you. Yeah, it's the cold truth. And it's something that you should think about before planning to have landscape photography as a hobby, or you think about having it as a full-time job. So I will share some of my experiences, some of the things that I thought landscape photography is going to be about, and what it really turned out. So number one, I was thinking that creating a YouTube channel will bring me high income and lots of clients. And let me tell you the truth about having a YouTube channel. So my channel is 7 years old. I'm based in Romania. And my experience in 7 years is something like this. If you're not based on US or UK and you want to create content on landscape photography, you should think of something else rather than creating a YouTube channel. You just have to take a simple look at how many views per video does a channel based in US or UK with, let's say, 5K subscribers, and then take a look at similar subjects that I'm talking about on my channel with how many subscribers do I have. The reality is that the YouTube algorithm in this particular niche, landscape photography, will promote more channels from US and UK. And maybe it's because of the money that YouTube does in these countries, or maybe the algorithm thinks that they are the best photographers and they have to be promoted more than others. But take a look at other landscape photography channels that are not based on UK and US, and you'll see what I mean. So yeah, I was thinking that YouTube is going to be a really interesting thing. It's not, in terms of revenue from AdSense. In terms of clients, it doesn't get me lots of clients, but I have to be 100% honest and tell you that yes, I had clients coming from YouTube to my workshops. When I'm doing workshops in Tuscany or in the Dolomites, I'm having participants from all over the world. I had participants from United States, Canada, Brazil, China, Australia, France, Germany, Austria, Iran, UK, and I hope I don't forget some of them. But in terms of bringing clients, it's been a lot more useful to have a YouTube channel. So it brought me some visibility, but not the visibility that I hoped. Maybe some guy that works on YouTube will see this video and tell me, you're wrong, your videos suck, and that's why YouTube doesn't promote you. But number two, I was thinking that I'm going to do landscape photography and I'm going to sell prints. And the hard truth is that nobody wants to buy a print from you, especially not at the right price. There are lots of stores that buy stock photography and they sell prints at really low prices. And when I wanted to sell a print of mine, let's say limited edition, and charge the correct price, nobody was interested in that. From time to time, a big company contacts me and they want, let's say, 10 prints for some gifts they're making, but this can't be considered a source of income. Number 3, I was thinking that I'm going to be a landscape photographer and I'm going to go up the mountain and I'm going to take those really beautiful and spectacular shots. And the reality is that I often go up the mountain, I hike, I make the effort of getting there, and it's not spectacular. You can't control Mother Nature, even though when you're living, the landscape looks in a way, up on the mountain, things are happening in a completely different way. So you need a lot of patience and perseverance to be able to cope with failure a lot, because you're going to fail a lot as a landscape photographer, and your fails are going to be big because you're going to invest money and effort to get to a place and nothing interesting is happening in terms of light on that landscape, and you're not going to produce an interesting enough photo, and you will have to go back again and again to capture that beautiful photo from that place. Number 4, I thought that after 13 years of being a full-time landscape photographer, and back in my country, in Romania, a lot of photographers that are into landscape photography know about me. I can't say that every landscape photographer or every person that is passionate about landscape photography knows about me. There are lots of photographers that didn't even heard of me. So I was thinking that after 13 years, whenever I'm going to post a workshop, it's going to be filled just like that, and everything is going to be cool, and it's not. I'm still having workshops that are getting canceled because there are not enough participants. So it's a struggle. When I started doing workshops 10 years ago, there were only 3 or 4 or maybe 5 photographers that were doing workshops in Romania. Now there are a lot more. There are a lot more opportunities, and it's a lot more difficult to organize workshops and to make an income from workshops. I was thinking that, again, after 13 years of experience and people knowing that I have all that experience and I'm making a full-time income from being a landscape photographer, I'm going to publish a book on landscape photography, and that book is going to sell like hot bread. And it wasn't the case. People are not necessarily interested in what I have to say. They like my photos, yes, but they're not interested in reading a book written by me on landscape photography. I don't know, maybe a photo album would sell a lot better, I don't know, but my ebook on landscape photography, it's not doing extraordinarily well. It's not a bestseller, if you want. Number 6. In the beginning, I was thinking, okay, I'm going to take my gear and I'm just going to go there and take beautiful photos. And I never thought about how heavy the entire gear would be and how tired I would get of carrying all that gear, and how I have to carry extra gear because I'm also filming these videos on location, so I have an extra tripod and an extra camera and microphones and an external small light to use. So I never thought about that. I never thought about how expensive. I was thinking that I'm going to get a camera and a lens and I'm going to go photograph. I never thought that I'm going to have to spend on a tripod, on filters, on a car to get to a place. You can't go with any car. You need a 4x4 in most of the cases. Getting there, it's not that cheap, especially if I'm flying or if I have to go to other countries for spectacular places. So I was having an image that was distorted. Photographing around your house, it's not enough as a landscape photographer. You need to go out there, and in order to go out there, it's going to cost money. It's going to be difficult to carry all that gear. It's going to take some planning. It's not going to be easy. Number 7. I was thinking that, yeah, I'm going to do landscape photos of those beautiful places where I go, and I'm going to put it on stock websites, and they're going to sell, and I'm going to make so much money. First of all, there are a lot more photographers right now doing stock than, let's say, 5 years ago. A lot more photographers. Secondly, the companies that are having these websites drop their the amount of money that are paying to their contributors. And because a lot more photographers are getting into this game of stock, the number of sales decreases. So the competition is fierce. It's really high. So I was thinking, yeah, I'm going to make some income from stock, and combining that with YouTube and workshops and prints and so on, I'm going to have a decent income every month. And it's not the case. Last month was the first month on Shutterstock where I didn't hit that $100 per month, and I received no money from it. And this is after more than 7 years of doing stock photography. Number 8, I was thinking again, with my experience, I'm going to create courses on editing and photography, and they're going to sell really well. It wasn't the case. I post my courses on Udemy, and nobody buys my courses on Udemy. I post my courses on Skillshare. Yes, there are a lot of people that are watching. Not enough. I'm getting an income, and I'm planning to create more courses for Skillshare, but it's not big money. And by the way, if you want to see my courses on Skillshare, you can use my affiliate link. It's in the description of this video. And I think you're going to have an entire month for free. So you can watch my courses and all the other courses for free for 1 month. Of course, I'm getting, I think, $10 per subscription. So I'm getting some money even if you are watching everything for free. And number 9, and this is the most recent one. I was blown away by this new NFT thing, and I thought to myself, okay, I'm gonna post my foggy forests, and I'm gonna create an account on OpenSea, and I'm going to sell NFTs and make, let's say, 5,000 euros per month. And this is the reality. I created the account, I initialized the account, and my first transaction, when the account initialized, failed. So the transaction failed, but they got 60 euros fees for that transaction, and I couldn't get those 60 euros back. And then I did another initialization, and it worked. So I spent 200 euros to create an account, basically, on OpenSea and being able to post. I'm posting photos, and in, let's say, 2 months, I've advertised my photos on Twitter especially, and I made one sale, and that sale brought me, I think, 100 euros. But it's 100 euros, but I didn't got the money out, because when I'm going to transfer the money from my wallet to a place where I can bring it to my bank account, I'm going to pay a fee. And then from that place to my bank account, I'm going to pay another fee. So from that 100 euros, I don't even know how much I'm going to get. So thinking about this NFT thing, I don't know right now if this is a good investment or not. But yeah, if you're thinking that you're going to make lots of money doing the things that I told you and I was thinking about, then you should think again. You should really think again if landscape photography is for you as a passion or you want to make it a full-time income. Yes, combining all those things that I'm doing, I'm creating, I'm generating a decent income, but there are months when I'm making no money. For example, last month, the month of February this year was really, really bad for me. I'm ashamed to tell you how much I made as a full-time landscape photographer. So I hope that things are going to be better. That's why if you're buying my ebook, it's going to be a support for me. If you come to one of my workshops, you're going to see a beautiful place, you're going to learn something, and again, you're going to support me. Okay, so if you think you have something to add, use the comment section below. If you want to see more videos about landscape photography, don't forget to subscribe and maybe share this video with your friends. And until next time, keep on photographing because it's the only way to get better. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.